Two old people on the couch here. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for viewing the video. All right, so I'm Debbie and this is Mark, and it is Startup Monday, and it is a Monday, isn't it?
It is a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to make this a short show.
Yes, it's going to be a very short show. I don't have anything.
I just got to wrap up the weekend.
Yes.
And it's Startup Monday.
It is. I said that.
What is going on with
I said
computers?
that. I don't know. It's going nuts.
Whatever. So, no, as we predicted,
yes,
the Friday night New Year's Eve shows were or was it Saturday?
It was Friday night.
Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
That something just blew up outside.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a whale of a wow, things are going on today.
Yeah.
But now, again, we said, you should have vetted these people.
Mm-hmm.
And I showed you like 1 mile. You know that she was weird, right?
Yeah.
But then I showed you just one.
Oh my gosh! I was like, turn it off.
Video.
Yeah, her video.
And her white belt.
Going nuts.
What is going? All right, so here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So let me turn off. I thought it would be good to try that, but
it's okay.
That did not go very well.
No.
Okay. I looked down and we're like changing colors as we're talking.
Do you want to start over?
No. We're gonna roll with this. So yeah, and you saw it, right?
I did.
It was.
Mm-hmm. It was a train wreck.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It's just not good for the kiddos.
No, it's not good for the kiddos.
And then that's just one of them.
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, come on, the whole wardrobe malfunction. It's been done. It was no malfunction. I mean, it was still on her.
Yeah, and she turned around,
whipped it off,
and then jogged off the stage, and grabbed her red jacket. She comes out there, and there's like nothing here. Yeah. She's just got her red jacket on.
They probably told her, you cannot, between the two of you, you can't have them. So she did it on her own. She probably went, well, you didn't say that I couldn't have my own wardrobe malfunction.
Oh.
But she totally it was on her. And to make things worse, she ripped it off of her.
Well, yeah, because then she went off.
And it's just all to make us now talk about it. But it's not good. It's not wholesome. People, as long as we let them keep putting that crap on TV. And, they were talking about, people are like wondering, what's wrong with the kids? What's wrong with everybody, right? Well, it's toxic, stress or something like that, they say, experts, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we're not living God's way, We're not living by the Bible.
Yeah.
And the family
isn't staying together.
Is falling apart. Nothing's going right because we simply aren't following the rules
that God gave us.
They made it say, if you do this, everything's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
Isn't it that simple?
Yeah.
But we got experts doing studies and everything, and I wish we had a Bible here. I could hold it up and say, guys, here's the answer.
Here's the answer.
Right here. None of us are perfect. But if we tried to be perfect, it'll be better.
Or just try to do better.
I mean, it's not easy, people. I'm like, give me a 2x4 and I'll just keep smacking it on my head and go, what's wrong with America? What's wrong with America? There you go. It's that.
Yeah.
It's that. I don't care if you like the answer or not. So, and I forgot about this because I wanted to predict it.
The softball?
All right, here we go.
All right.
On January 5th, New York's going to pass in the state of New York is going to pass just the craziest, draconious CV laws on the planet. And it's going to get like Australia. They're going to want, they don't call them concentration camps, but that's what they are. Like quarantine camps. Yeah, well, they're going to open those up there.
Oh, no.
It's all in this bill that I'm sure none of you have heard about, but it's going to start there.
Spread.
And it's going to go over to California. And Lord, I hope it just skips right over us.
Yeah, leave the flyover states alone.
Because, again, we took one from the team, watched some of that evening news today.
Yeah.
And they're like, how can the kids, some of them aren't going back. Some of them are. They just can't figure out do what we're doing here. Absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. Just let the kids run out of the school bus into the classrooms. And we've been doing that all year long. Mm-hmm. We're all fine. We're doing great. The kids are doing a lot better. Yeah. They're starting to come out of there. You can't put them back in. No. And you can't start scaring them. Do not scare the kids with mass psychosis, or we're going to have a lot of depressed kids on there. Heck, I'm getting depressed with all this stuff. It's hard because people aren't smart enough to see that they're trying to control us. I mean, please. I want to wake up one day and, somebody new on the news is like, they're all whacked out. This is all just for mind control and to suppress us and put us into a bad, feeling. And we're dropping all that. Yeah. And one last thing while I'm on my rant here. Okay. And we didn't have any cool slates for you or funny pictures or anything like that. We just wanted to recap. Yeah. And Elon Musk is even to come out and said what I've said way back whenever I said, how they keep adding regulations. Well, even Elon Musk says, so we have regulated ourselves into we can't do anything. We're just going to become worse as a society because nobody can get anything done. We don't ever take a restriction back away. Yes. Just keep on adding. And it's stressing people out to the point where it's like, should I open up a business? No, I got to do 5,000 pieces of paperwork. You go just to work somewhere. Yeah. What do you got to do before you can just, remember, Little House on the Prairie? You went in and you said, hey, I'd like to work at this, green. Where did Mr. Ingalls work at? The mill. The mill. Okay, right, the mill. You walked in.
The TV show he did.
You're like, hey, I need a job. I work at the mill. Here, can I work here? They said, you gotta work hard. It's hard, tough work. And he goes, I'm up for the task. I'm your man. They said, okay, we'll give you a shot. And then he just walks right through the door and he starts working. You don't sign one piece of paper like, you can't smack anybody on the ass. Okay, I got that. Can't do this. Okay. Thousands of papers later. Yeah. Books of rules and regulations before you can get into that mill. It's ridiculous, people. We need to start honing it back to where we just get back to work. Isn't it depressing that if you thought about changing your job? Yeah, it is. It would be. It's so depressing to think I'm going to have a book of papers this thick to read through, fill out. Yeah, it took quite a bit for me to get everything set up on. I remember whenever you went to work at Walmart. How long did you have to? Days. Like weeks, right? A week or two? Yeah. Of just sitting there listening to somebody tell you the rules. It's ridiculous. It's just fun. That's why we do this show. Debbie didn't want to do the show. No, I didn't. She's like, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, I'm trying to tell her that we need to talk so people can say, I feel the same way. And they got to know that we're all out here. There's still normal people out here, folks. And we just have to bide our time. I think sooner or later it's gonna have to change, or else it's just gonna be a suck ass world. Yeah, we'll have to see how this week goes because they're already doing the propaganda. Don't say the date. The thing. The propaganda is already being thrown out there big time for an event that happens on this week. Forget about it. But it's like the 1 year anniversary or something coming up. You all know what it is. But, they're going nuts. They're going nuts. I don't know. I said we watched the evening news, CBS, and she was like, she comes on. This is the best. They highlight everything at the beginning of the news, what they're going to talk about, right? And it's just like the most crappiest news on the planet. And then she goes, then after being all serious, telling us the crap, and then intro music comes out, she's like, oh, good evening. And then, boom, straight to... It's like, how can we have a good evening after you started out just railing on crap and telling us how bad the news is going to be, you know? Yeah. It's like, don't tell us good evening. Just say, we're going to feed you a lot of crap.
Propaganda.
And you're going to feel like crap by the end of it.
Yeah.
And you might want to just crawl into a hole.
Yeah. And air travel isn't getting any better either.
5,000
so flights canceled since...
Now, there are some weather, but they are saying...
New Year's Eve. I mean, Christmas Eve.
The majority of it is due to the CV and...
Staffing
shortages. And just, you know, remember...
And there was a snowstorm, so some of it's weather, but a lot of it is staffing shortages.
The third staffer, like, in charge of the Biden administration, after 3 jabs...
Yeah, he has the CV. Mild case.
Mild. And because it, you know, the cases are mild.
I know.
Can we just come out and say, it doesn't work?
I know. That's like, how many times can you get...
Quit mandating something that doesn't work.
And it doesn't work. I mean, how can you mandate something that doesn't work?
It's the whole world has gone mad. And then I gotta, you know, they want us to sit on the evening news. They said we need to sit down and get along with each other. Only if we agree with the liberals.
Yeah.
They showed that thing that we can't talk about, right?
Yeah.
And then not one of them on the news also said, well, how about, you know, all summer long?
Yeah,
while
how they
burnt down cities and everything.
Yeah, looted.
They didn't use that as their example. And we have to talk about that too. No.
Can't talk about that.
I just hope.
So, anyway, that's all we got tonight.
I'm just hoping if people are out there that are really seriously thinking that the world is that bad. It's not. We just need to get rid of all the restrictions and all the crap and the corruption and the big pharmas running the show and all that stuff, and just get back. If we can just jump back to where life didn't have all this crap, we would be immediately a day later back to normal.
Okay.
Again, I'm just trying to talk, you know, and I'm trying to wake the people up from the mass psychosis.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Good gosh, you know, it's like, I'm trying to keep a smile on my face because it's that simple and everything. And those other people, you know, you got to start using common sense. You just got to start, don't take our word for it again. You know, watch Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah, he's been coming out with some stuff.
Joe Rogan, I can't believe he hasn't been...
Next day. Canceled.
Or, you know, go down in a plane crash. Or something like that. Joe Rogan, whatever you do, do not get on
that's not.
a little private jet, private Cessna. Anything private?
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Joe, or else you're going to...
Be a statistic.
Probably be a boy. He's like coming out with facts. I'm talking like he's a Democrat. The dude is a liberal. He wants Michelle Obama to run, and he's dropping knowledge on people. I don't agree with the person that he wants to run the country and go up, you know, run for election. But boy, I do agree with a lot of the stuff he's saying. So, yeah, there are common. You know, people are starting to tell the truth. Can the people, you know, are you going to have enough open minds to listen to the doctors that created the RNA saying that he interviewed, saying this is all crap. It's all set up for control and stuff like that. These are the people that made it. All right. That's it.
All right. So,
on that note,
we'll see. We'll be back on Wednesday.
Remember, God bless America. Worst case scenario, the man's coming back.
Yeah.
You know, the man's going to have to come back and set things straight. Put all the evil people and whoosh them off, right? He'll come back and straighten out this mess. It can't get worse than down to the point where he just comes back and says, enough.
Okay.
Enough of the crap.
Okay.
I'm gonna clean house. It might happen tomorrow. Who knows?
It
might be that just the truth starts coming out, and it starts happening without him having to come back too. Who knows? Can't get very much worse though.
No, they can't. All right. So until next time, remember, do your own research
and be prepared.
And be prepared.